10 Video Cameras for YouTubers. Making sure you have the best camera for YouTube is the ideal way to take your channel up a notch, or to simply get one started. Your smartphone might just be good enough for shooting YouTube videos, but having a dedicated camera will radically improve the quality of your content, both in terms of video and audio. We've selected the best vlogging cameras for this buying guide, and while there are a few high-end premium cameras, there are also budget models designed for beginners who don't have a lot to spend. In this guide, there is a range of cameras, from DSLRs and mirrorless models to compacts and action cameras. We've also looked at the specs for each one, including their maximum video resolutions and frame rates, and stacked them up against each other when making our rankings. If video specs are all a little new to you, scroll to the bottom of this page to see our FAQ section on video. 1. Canon PowerShot G7X Mark III. A lot of YouTubers highly rate the Canon PowerShot G7X Mark III, and it's easy to see why. It's not the most exceptional camera in any category really, but a superb jack of all trades, doing everything that YouTubers need it to do, all in a tiny body that you can basically take anywhere. This little camera is capable of 4K UHD video at 30p, although there is a recording time limit of 10 minutes, and HD video is available at up to 120 FPS, allowing you to create slow motion effects. The Mark III version adds a 3.5mm mic jack, which makes a difference in terms of audio quality. The 24-100mm f1.8 to 2.8 lens is fixed and can't be changed, however. This zoom range is fine for most YouTube use, and the maximum aperture of f1.8 is generous enough to make the G7X Mark III pretty nifty in low light. Another real plus for YouTubers are concerned is that the camera can livestream, broadcasting footage with a clean HDMI out. There are cameras out there with more advanced video specs, but the majority of content creators won't need them. This is an ideal choice for the majority of purposes. It's one of the best point-and-shoot cameras you can buy. 2. Sony ZV-E10. Sony had for a while been hurting for a dedicated mid-range vlogging camera. While the ZV-1 compact was nice, what vloggers and YouTubers were really after was a mirrorless camera that would allow them to change lenses and generally be more flexible. Step forward. The Sony ZV-E10, an APS-C mirrorless camera absolutely loaded with video features. The 4K UHD detail and quality is excellent, while Full HD can be stepped up to 120p for slow motion footage. Also, while buying an external microphone is always better, if you're working on a tight budget, the built-in mics on the ZV-E10 do a thoroughly credible job, thanks in part to the larger grille on top that allows for higher fidelity sound capture. It's not a perfect camera. There's a marked rolling shutter effect that occurs when you try to pan in 4K, and as is so often the case with Sony, the menus can be confusing. These are small points, however, and the core experience of the Sony ZV-E10 truly is very solid. 3. Panasonic Lumix GH6. Every YouTuber is going to be at a different skill level, with some boasting much more advanced video knowledge than others. If you're someone who likes to get under the bonnet of a camera and tinker with your video footage until it's precisely perfect, then the Panasonic Lumix GH6 is for you. This is one of the best consumer video cameras ever made. The beating heart of the camera is its new 25-megapixel stacked sensor, which enables much faster readout speeds, and means that it puts many more video options at the user's disposal. It can shoot using basically every conceivable codec a filmmaker or YouTuber could want, and it can go up to 5.7K resolution at 30 FPS in Apple ProRes format. If this doesn't mean much to you, then the Lumix GH6 is probably more camera than you need, and you can safely go for a cheaper option. However, for the geeks among us, it's an absolutely superb choice. A CF Express Type B card slot allows you to insert one of the fastest and best memory cards to take advantage of the high-quality formats. 4. Sony ZV-1. The Sony ZV-1 has a lot of features that make it a great camera for YouTube. The sensor and lens are similar to the Sony RX100, but the body, the controls, the audio, and the rear screen are all optimized brilliantly for vlogging. You get a vari-angle rear screen for creative shooting and of course, front-facing footage, a clip-on windshield for recording clear audio outdoors, and brilliantly fast AF. All in a compact size that's easy to slip into a pocket. The camera doesn't have a built-in viewfinder, flash, or even a mode dial, but there is a big record button and a big built-in mic. Just what you need for recording YouTube content on the go. It's slightly more expensive than the Canon PowerShot G7X Mark II at the top of our list, which does have a flash, but there's really not much in it. 5. Nikon Z30. Nikon now has 3 APS-C cameras in its Z mirrorless range, and the Z30 is unabashedly vlogger-focused. It's got no viewfinder, just a vari-angle screen, and is capable of shooting uncropped 4K UHD video. Tidy and compact, the Z30 is light enough to carry pretty much anywhere, and we love its chunky, protruding handgrip that makes one-handed shooting a breeze. The Z cameras are still in relatively early days, especially those with smaller APS-C sensors. This means that there aren't as many lenses widely available to specifically fit these cameras, not nearly as many as there are for the Z30's nearest obvious rival, the Sony ZV-E10, which benefits from the long history of Sony E-mount. Still, this is a cleverly designed camera with a lot going for it, like in-camera stabilization for video, and a decent built-in mic with wind noise reduction. 6. Sony a6000. Although this line of Sony cameras has grown massively as of late, the original Sony a6000 is still one of the most popular models. Newer YouTubers who are yet to bring in enough revenue to pay for fancy kit will rejoice at how affordable the a6000 is now. But it should be noted that there's a limit of full HD quality video, number 4K, unfortunately, so bear that in mind if it's a deal breaker. Otherwise, the camera has rock-solid foundations in the shape of a large 24 megapixels APS-C sensor and a capable image processor with a 179-point autofocus system. Choose to pair the camera with one of Sony's E-mount lenses for enhanced shooting flexibility and great image quality. This camera serves as a reminder that you don't always need the newest, flashiest device to produce quality video for YouTube. Sometimes there's better value in older models. 7. Canon EOS R5. If you've got budget to spare, and are looking at the high end of camera tech, then we'd recommend considering the Canon EOS R5. It's a hybrid camera designed for both stills and video shooters, but its video features are some of the best in class. The headline spec is 8K at 30p, which is more than you need for YouTube, but this also gives you the option to crop in and get excellent 4K footage, or shoot in 4K natively and enjoy some of the best looking video you can get. You can even dial 4K up to a frame rate of 120 FPS if you want. Canon's dual-pixel CMOS 2 autofocus is one of the best systems in the business, and it works fantastically for video as well as stills. Video also benefits from in-body image stabilization, making it a simpler task to capture smooth footage while using the camera handheld. The burgeoning selection of RF lenses is also fantastic, with some of the sharpest optics around, and if you already have EF DSLR lenses, then the EF to RF adapter lets you use them on the R5 with full functionality. It's not a perfect camera. It gained something of a reputation on release for its recording limits in high resolutions due to an overheating issue. It's not a crippling issue, just something to be aware of. As we made plain in our full review, this is still one of the most advanced and best cameras you can buy right now, full stop, and it's one of the most versatile buys that YouTubers can make. 8. GoPro Hero 11 Black. Throw it in a lake, hurl it off a mountain, or bounce it along on a mountain bike. If you need extreme durability, then GoPro is the brand for you. If you plan on capturing sports for your YouTube channel, no matter how extreme, then the small and robust GoPro Hero 11 Black is for you. Superseding the popular Hero 10 Black this September, the Hero 11 is waterproof to 33 feet down, will send highlight videos automatically to your phone and now has a longer-lasting Enduro battery. It retains the 10's useful front screen to make selfie vlogging easier, and it has updated its class-leading Hyper Smooth 4.0 with a, wait for it, Hyper Smooth 5.0 image stabilization. It can capture smooth, steady footage when being thrown around in extreme conditions. The Hero 10 Black now captures even more detail thanks to the 5.3K video resolution, 91% more than 4K, which it records at an incredible 60 FPS. There's also a new video feature of 4K at 120 FPS for those who like to capture footage for slow motion, and the horizon lock feature makes every jump, flight or wild descent look even more impressive. Extreme shooters that need a camera that can keep up with them should opt for the Hero 11 Black if they want smooth video and reliable results. 9. Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K. Blackmagic has a reputation among filmmakers and camera operators alike as excellent plug and film devices. They produce cameras capable of capturing terrific footage as conveniently as possible. The Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K has a large Super 35 sensor and can shoot 6K raw footage at 60 FPS, making it a great option for producing high-resolution YouTube videos that stand out from the crowd, something that's very important on the world's biggest video sharing platform. Thanks to the Canon EF mount built into the BPCC-6K, users can expect to use any number of the EF lineup of Canon lenses, which expands affordability and flexibility when it comes to choosing glass. Anyone considering YouTube full-time may want to invest in this camera because not only does it pack pro-level features into a portable body while being lighter on the wallet than most cinema cameras as well. When we reviewed the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K, we found this to be a camera that offers great quality and features for a great price. 10. Canon EOS 90D. Canon built on the EOS 70D's popularity among YouTubers by producing this latest option, the 90D. It even captures 32.5 megapixels stills for multimedia video content, should you need it. Canon also revamped the I/O by installing external microphone and headphone connections to help with audio monitoring and recording. The EOS 90D is chunkier and heavier than other cameras on this list because it draws on its DSLR heritage. But a big advantage to that is its weather sealing, meaning you can keep shooting even if it rains or snows. We found it to be satisfying to handle, too, with a large, bright optical viewfinder. At this price, it's an absolute steal for video producers who don't mind something slightly bulkier. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.